Just a quick preview of what this episode's about. We're going to be unlocking our ascendancy. We've done more of the mist stuff. We have points to spend, but we haven't even spent them, and we can still do stuff like this. Let's open this up and smash everything. So we're right in the middle of it, and it just doesn't even matter. And those are tougher guys, and they just drop. We're going to be having fun, and we're going to be upgrading some items as well. Let's open this up. And normally those things, as porcupine things, would just destroy us, but they don't even mess with us. It's easy. So let's get into it. I'm liking it. Oh, and we're getting tons of loot too. 7 chaos. We still have to spend. We've got all this. I have to vendor all this. I just threw it in here real quick. We're getting unique items. Everything's it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. So let's do it. Hello and welcome back to Path of Exile. This is Affliction League 3.23. We are doing the free-to-play challenge, meaning we can't spend any money on this account, and we're just going to have those 4 tabs, and we're going to see how strong we really can get, and I suspect it'll be very, very strong. In the last episode, we went to and unlocked our hideout in Act 2 by doing the quest there, and then we started doing some basic crafting. So we could put something on there, and if you have a scour, you could replace the current craft, which is that white line, that 17 intelligence, and we are just going to start knocking these things out. And by things, I mean the questing and having a good time. So I'll drop back in when we're making even more progress and significant things that are important to progressing. But at this point, you know how to do these quests. You follow the thing, you highlight where to go, and it points you in the right direction. So let's get into it. Pretty cool. Oh, and we're going to be knocking these out. As soon as we get this, we're going to ascend, which is going to be really neat. It's a red beast. Oh my gosh, he's pretty substantial. Now, if we didn't have this new weapon and everything else, and if we didn't have, or if this thing was juiced up from below, you could have a really hard time with a red beast, but we didn't have a hard time at all. Oh, and a yellow. We had a red and a yellow right over here. So we captured them both. And if we capture 2 more yellows in this area, right up here, we'll go do another Einhart quest. And here's the last one. Pretty cool. And we're just going to work our way over, it says, what, towards the crematorium. Pretty cool. And we'll grab this and grab that. Oh, we'll go back over here and grab these. We really don't even need a mana flask right now. Pretty cool. Oh, and there's an essence thing. Let's get that. And then when we're back in town, we'll do the Einhart quest, the menagerie for it. But I saw that flash on the screen, so let's open it up and we'll get one more of those essences, which are basically like it's a neat item. It turns a regular item into a rare in early on like this, and then it'll have cold penetration or dexterity if it's any other item besides a weapon. So we'll probably use it on something besides a weapon. In fact, maybe like this, like a belt. So I'll find a leather belt with some health on it, and we'll grab it, and it'll be cool. So I'll be right back. And we're okay now, and this is a terrible chest armor, but at level 35, it unlocks, I think it's 5 links, and we might be able to find a nice 5 link for maybe 2 or 3 or less chaos. So that's the idea there. Here's our first 4 link that dropped. We don't need it, but we'll just sell it off. It's really hard to beat this weapon. So back in town, we can actually look here. Maybe the leather belts are on the other guy, but we can look for maybe an armor piece that has something kind of cool. Maybe triple, quadruple red or something. Nah. And let's go do that. This thing right over here, the menagerie, because we just got the beast fight done. We'll drop that down, and we'll just hide unusable. So yeah, we can't do anything with that. Add a mod to a life or mana flask. Let's see. Of connection. Do I just put that there? And I can craft it on there, and it takes one of those. Interesting. I never bothered to do it that way. What would that do? Of convection, and it adds that. So you could add stuff this way. I never really did it. Of warding, removes a curse on use. Interesting. But we're not going to go that route. Ooh. I just got rid of the flash charges too. Here we go. Oh no, they're there. This is going to be a tougher fight. I got to have be ready to use a health potion maybe. Yep. See, they hit you hard there. I didn't need to, but it was something. Ooh, and we're using some mana too. Interesting. Okay. Duly noted. Oh, we got to finish these guys off over here. Let's see, I'm just swinging away over there. It would still take a lot for us to use all that mana up. And there's ways we can recoup that stuff. Oh, where is he? Oh, this is what we got. Interesting. A wide swing. Now, again, this is such a hard... There's two things going against us a little bit right now. I don't like it that I have this... the Molten Strike in this weapon, because then I can't just toss a weapon in there to check if it's better. But this weapon, you look at it and you go, wait a second, it's 699. I guess we could do a quick test if we went like this, and we'd say, okay, 1372. Well, not only that, we'd have to link it up. So but here's the thing: if the links were there, and we got back to the same thing, 1372, 820. It's really, really, really hard to beat this weapon. Let me think why. The 49 physical damage, some chaos damage, it doesn't even really show up that way. It's just, the physical attacks per level. That's why it keeps on adding more and more damage per level too. It's just tough to beat. So when you find something like this, and we just got a reward for that, we'll go like this, and we'll price check it, but it's 1 chaos, essentially. 1, maybe 2. We're just going to have to vendor that. Just like that. Unless you can use it and it helps you out. But if you should be getting one of these, that should be your priority. There we go. And back to the thing. And I've come down here just to start knocking this out. This next step will be nice to do. We got to get 4,000 kills. Not 4,000 actual kills. You get different reward levels for these. But it's a pain, and you got to work your way through it. So I just figured I'd come down here and give it a shot. The next thing I wanted to do was do this one right here. See that 40% in the middle here? We click that. The 40% increased damage with hits on rares and uniques. Well, rares and the uniques are the hard ones that we're fighting. The uniques are the bosses, and then the rares are the rare creatures that we find that are a little bit tougher. Now we get more damage. Now it's not going to show up on this, because there's no way for this to know if we're fighting a rare or unique. In Path of Building you can do that, but we'll go from there. But pretty cool. Oh, we just got 100 points. There was something around here. Let's see. We'll spread this out. I'm just looking for creatures, and maybe that any of the quest giver guys, the warden or anything else, because I might be able to buy something, and you could find things that are worth 10 divine, which are 2,000 chaos. They're pretty cool. You could find some good stuff. So always price check the items that you find in there. There's a little buffing thing. And we're out. Oh boy. Here we go. I'll see you in a bit. And it does say that there's a trial of the... Oh, right there. See that little thing? This tells me there's a trial in this area. And then that, I have to find my way over to it. Is it this way, or is it going to be the other way? It doesn't look like it. We'll find it. And here it is. So let's get in here and knock this one out. Oh, there's fire on the ground. We can wait till that fire goes away a little bit and walk through it, or try to jump on it and get out of there. Wow, it burns us fast. And you can always use your sprint potions too to get through here a little faster. Where is it? Here's the other lever. Did we open it? I don't think so. Come on. And... oh, it's right here. And now we've got that one. We just need a couple more. And I think it's in Act 3, so we're in good shape here. Cool. I'll keep going. I mean, technically, this should help our minions. These count as our minions. It should help. So if we were to make a belt, and it would, let's see, armor, belt, increase maximum minion life. Or if we used a weapon, it would be damage, movement speed on a jewelry. So, you know, if we were to go down that route, they're fine as is though. Oh, another crafting recipe. We unlock defenses. Oh, and let's knock this guy out. Whoa, easy there. They hit me pretty hard right off the bat there. Okay, and that's it. And then we're going to grab this, and we're going to go back to town using this way. And we turn it in at Clarissa. No problems. Let's find out. It should be right here. Yep. And we get the key to the sewers, which we just passed right over in there, in this area right up top. And anybody else here? Oh, they all want to talk to us. Ooh, okay. Hatred, Grace, Dread Banner, Pride. That costs 50% of our mana, and it does quite a bit there. It does all that. Rallying Cry, or that. Pride is looking pretty good-ish. 15% more physical. We're going to level this one up in the back, but we're probably going to go with Purity of Elements, and that's a 50% mana reservation thing too. We'll take this in just in case, and let's pull this up, and we'll stick it right there. And ideally, we still need either 2 red greens back here or something just to level up jewels in the back. And we'll sell this off. ID it first. And that way we get the alteration. Cool. So we're getting more and more alteration shards, turning them into these. Look at that. We got 10 of these. It's happening quick. Nice. We'll put it right there. We'll put that over there. Oh my gosh, we got a lot. We can switch into more chaos. We're sitting on 7 chaos. We're doing really well. And it just wants us to go right in here. Cool. These things were all just sitting here because the wolves killed the stuff we weren't messing around with. They were sitting behind there. Look at this. And the wolves give us an EXP per kill. And here's this. But this was stuff behind us that we wouldn't have noticed anyways. But, oh my god, can you imagine all the... You know, if you have something like that, like a minion build, and it's off screen. Ooh, there's the leather belt. Let's do that. Let's drop that down. And we'll go with... Belt would be... Dexterity, we don't need... Let's change the belt. And the belt would give... some extra life. Probably pretty boring, but oh well. We'll do it. What do we get? Compare it to the one we have. More strength. Minion max life. Cool. And we can put a craft on it as well. Let's go do a craft on it right now. Ooh, we might be able to do both. Let's find out if we can upgrade something here too. Oh, and it's got all reds. All right. But a red green. Maybe this one would be nice because then we could keep the leap and that. So we're going to compare it. This one has lightning damage. That has this one has accuracy. So the lightning damage is the only really good thing on there. And then this one is... Are these all duplicated? No. Oh, these are... Nope. So they're a little bit different. That one's probably pretty good. The 4 to 7 physical. This one's 4 to 7 physical. That's even better. Rarity. Yeah, this is the one I want. Okay, we're going to try a couple little different things here. Let's go to town from here. Seems weird. We'll use a portal. I don't like using them because I like wisdom scrolls. And then we're going to go to our hideout. We're going to pick a different hideout too. This one's a little too spooky, scary. We want to use this one. I like the rarity. I want more rarity stuff. And that doesn't have any rarity, so we're going to get more rarity. But I want to change the number of sockets on here. I don't want to spend too many of these. Let's get 3. There, good enough. And then we're going to link it just for fun. Oh, wow, we got the 3 links. And now we're going to change the color. We need 1 green. It's random. Nice. So this is faster attacks. Now, here's the thing. Remember up here, there's Herald of Ash, so we're still short. This gives movement speed if we don't have any sockets. This gives... Well, we're gonna go like this for sure. I'm wondering if I should have just done 3 reds. That would have been okay. I want the Herald of Ash. We want the Ancestral Protector with, what is it linked with right now? Culling Support. That might be better just to have Culling Support on there. So now we're down to, if we were to swap this out, we don't have Leap Slam with faster attacks, but we're not really Leap Slamming around a lot. We should be, but it's okay. So this isn't so bad, but now we're just missing this thing. And then if we took that off, watch what would happen to our defenses. Right now they're that. Our defenses would go up to capped at 75 and then across the board, great. We don't really need them right now, but that's really, really tempting. In fact, we're going to do it sooner. We're going to do it sooner than later. Also, we're going to craft on both these, and we're going to put this. Well, we can't because we don't have a green on our offhand because I'd like to keep leveling this up. So we'll just stick it there to remind ourselves. Good here, good here. We'll put this away. We'll vendor this stuff. So that's the plan going forward here. And that one too. Accept. Let's put this back on, and our damage is at what? 2,300. Nice. And then we're going to put this over here and see what we can get. Oh, it's going to be a suffix open. So we're kind of faced with this. If we were to do, I'm hoping there's a suffix open on this. Nope, it's prefix. So let's see what we could do. Probably just life. That's fine. I'm wondering if we could hold off on taking that gem out of there because our defenses, is anything low on here? Just our cold, that's a little low. It would be nice because essentially if you're at 50%, you get 100 hit. You take 50 of it. Roughly. But if you're at 75 and you get 100 hit, that's 25. So you're cutting from 50 to 75, you're cutting your damage in half. It's a chunk. So we're going to do this, and I think we're just going to do cold on here. That's nice. And what is it at now? Decent enough. I mean, we're ahead of the game, but there. Good enough for now, and then we'll address this later. But we'll address it by doing a couple things. We could get a 6-socketed weapon and hope that 4 of them are linked. Or we could spend a fusing and try to link it ourselves. We could get maybe a 4-socket on here. Oh, no, not there, sorry. This would be the case. We'd need a 6-socket there. So at level 35, that's when we're going to address it. So we won't care about it until then. We're good enough for now, and then we'll be in good shape. All right, cool. And we're just going to keep on going. Oh, we got to go to town because that's where our portal is. And we're going to go back through the portal. That'll bring us right where we were. Cool. And cool. So now we've upgraded that. We've got more life. We've upgraded that. Oh, that had life on it too. Nice. And we're in good shape. And now we have this set up. Now, because we're not going to switch this right now, I think I should Culling Strike. I would like the Leap Slam with the faster attack. So let's put that back real quick. That's more important to me. Good enough for me. And we can just move this down here. Doesn't really matter. Cool, cool. We've got Leap Slam. Good enough. And let's keep going. Nice. When you find one of these, this is how you unlock it. I'm not sure if I've unlocked this yet. So you just come in. And we're going to clean out every creature that's down here, and then we get this hideout unlocked permanently on the account. And then we could select it through Helena, I think is how you select them. The one that you want to use. So we just go in here, and it should say hideout unlocked or something. But it'll say that even if you've unlocked it too. So I'm just not... Oh, there it is. Hideout unlocked. Cool. And now this could be our hideout then. You can design and decorate it all any way you want, and with all kinds of thousands of different items, and you can collect more items and all kinds of stuff. Pretty cool. Once you get into this zone for the first time, you're going to have a quest, and it wants you to find this item. It was just sitting right there when I started, but look around for it and get it, and then head back to town. Once we find the what do you call it? Here, I'll go in here, and we'll see it. There should be one there. Yep, see, there is one. We haven't found it yet. Cool. It's kind of neat. It dropped a item with 3 white sockets. The white sockets can have anything in any color in them, and it just dropped out of a chest. I think the chest said it drops white socketed items or something, and maybe it'll be better than what we have. Some lightning damage, armor. If it had the rarity, I would take it. It'd be fun, but no. Cool. Cool. And I don't sweat these. I don't really look too much over this stuff because the gear I've got, this is just ridiculously good. These are great. That's run speed. That's the wolves. So, and I'm going to upgrade this, and this through the market pretty soon here. At 35, I'll take a look at upgrading things. In a skill book. Very cool. We have some choices ahead for this too, so it'll be interesting. And the likelihood of us finding these smaller types are almost none right now, so I'm just going to move over these. We're going to only be finding these and higher, and let's just go to the vendor and vendor these and see what we get for it. We'll just, whatever we get is cool. We might get 1 or 2. Yeah, nice. We got one or 2 upgrades there, but who knows. And a 170. We're using a 170. We haven't had to use it yet, or for quite a while. 640, 640, 640. Oh, jeez. And
still breathing, eh?
640, just like that. And now we've got another one. And then we're ready. Once we get another one of these, we'll upgrade the main one, as long as we can use it. So now we've got a lot more space again. Good. Cool. And, oh, and I want to pick up this stuff and sell it. Not right now, but cool. Ooh, nice. We got 2 yellow trails here to follow. Come on. Hopefully it'll... Some treants would be around here. We're at 251 out of 4,000. Oh, I got to be a little careful here. Gets a little more serious. We're going to be kind of, on the edge health-wise until we hit level 35 because I don't want to bother looking for something right now. I mean, we could upgrade, but we'll just be a little more cautious, and then we won't have to upgrade. You don't want to be upgrading like every other level. That just slows you down. You want to wait a chunk, upgrade, and at 35 is a good break point because then I think 36-ish even is when we can find some nice 5-linked items, 5-linked armor items in specifically. Nice. And the yellow one's the other way, but we'll just keep going. We're almost out of juice here, so the fuel to light this area up. Oh, we got a couple more treants there. Nice. Any other ones around here? I'm just more concerned for treants. Once that lights up, then no, there won't be any more creatures either. But we can still grab those. Alright, and we're right over here. And we're in the catacombs, and we're going to go... Oh, there's a trial in here to do, and the swig of... whatever the thing is there. Whetstones are good to grab now. Well, they always have, but that whetstone's 1/4 of a chaos at this point. Pretty cool. And 3 armor scrap things, those armor things, are worth 1/4 of a chaos as well. Because it's 3 of those makes a whetstone. Ooh, there's a craft that we get to unlock. Alright, so we have A and Q for our heals. We got to use these in here. Use it. And, oh, I'm stuck on something there. And it goes around this way. And then we'll refill our heal thing that we just used. Oh, easy. Use the heal, don't save it. Nice. Only one more. And then I think level 33 is when we can ascend, and we'll ascend right away. even... it's going to be interesting. I can't wait. Oh. Did we miss? I did. I missed it. It's right over here. Right here. I didn't click it. There. It's elemental damage with attacks. Cool. So we can make stuff like that, and we'll just go back in here again. There. And let's go finish out the other quest down here. The other thing that we really actually need about 5 baubles, and the 5 baubles are going to be important for automating our... you need 5 baubles each to automate these if we do the self-crafting ourselves, so we need some of those too, so it'll be interesting. I don't think there is anything else besides the trial down here. I click all that, and it doesn't say to go here for anything. I think we're good to go here. Let's just go back to town, and we'll see. And we just did a 3-for-1, and we got this colossal life flask, so we'll put that as our main flask, and that as a backup one. Pretty cool. Aha, this is our first Val side area. They're pretty cool to go into, and there's some pretty cool stuff inside there. So let's go. Sometimes there'll be a bad mod too, but in general, it shouldn't be a problem. They're going to be a little bit tougher creatures in here, and there's a little mini boss at the end, and then there's a guaranteed loot drop. And it's going to be a Val gem, which is the regular kind of gem, except it's going to have a twist to it. It's going to have a secondary effect, which is pretty cool. Let's go find it, and I'll show it to you. Oh, it's a very short one here. And we'll knock these guys down. Oh, we got level 32. We're not spending these points quite yet. We're going to address that later. There's no real rush, and we're in good shape. Oh, easy. I don't like it when it does that. You got to click the next thing. Okay. And they're inside here. When you kill the boss and you open that, there should be a portal that opens right there, and it just takes us right back out. But we got, oh my gosh, we got Vol Molten Strike. It's the perfect one because we've already using Vol Molten Strike. So there's no reason not to use Vol Molten Strike. So let's do that. Pick up that, and we're going to equip it. We'd like to level it up because right now it's not leveled up a little bit. So we're going to level it up until it gets close to our level. So we're going to level it up back in an offhand, and we'll level it up as, let's see, that bleed, that's fine. We still have to get this taken care of. We need 3 and 3. There's a way to get 9, but it's a little bit tricky. But we'll have 6 gems being leveled up back there. We can take a look at how much this one costs. No, 1 or 2 chaos. Nobody really wants that. So we're just going to vendor it. And we're not going to use lightning arrow. We could buy it if we are. So nope, it's going to get vendored. So away we go. Pretty cool. That was worth it. Right out here, there was 3 of the beasts all together, and then we got a 4th red beast right here. Might as well just take them. Ooh, we got our Orb of Regret. That's our first one. We're going to need these, so don't sell them for the chaos. You're going to need them. So let's keep a hold of that, and we'll figure out what to do with it. But basically, it's a refund point. We're going to keep a hold of it, though. Because you're going to, on our tree, we're going to go down a ways, and let's say we go after this, and we get some mana issues, but then we solve our mana issues later, and we don't need this. Well, we want to back out of it. Well, it's going to cost 5 or 6 regrets, and at first you're going to have probably 18 regrets just from finishing the campaign. Refund points, we've already got 6, but it's nice to have them. So let's just keep that, and if we need to trade it for a chaos, we might do it, but we're not going to get a very good rate. You can buy them for about a chaos each, but selling them, it's hard to sell them for a chaos each unless you have a premium tab, and we don't. So away we go. We've got to do another Einhart too. That'll be cool. Let's find the let's go in here and then find the waypoint. I always stumble on waypoint. I don't know why. Okay, from this vendor, I just bought this weapon, and the idea is this. Let's say we put this over here, and this over here. So now we just need to find one more red, green, probably. And we'll say Ancestral Call. I don't think we're going to really need this. We're going to put it over here for now. We might. Molten Strike, I'd like to continue doing that one. But what if I were just to go back to the thing where I say, okay, this goes here and this goes here. Now I have a choice. Well, we can sell off this real quick. Now I have a choice. Accept. And let's get rid of this. Check this out. It's pretty cool, actually. Here's our defenses. Now that we've freed this up, our defenses, if you have anything in here, are, you know, we get we get 50 if we don't have anything in there. So we get 50 across the board, which is essentially any kind of elemental damage, fire, cold. We're taking very little. We're taking 25% of it versus 50% of it or more if it's even lower than this. It can get pretty hard. Or if we go that route, we could go that route. Or if we go like this, we have 743 health. We could go like this and like this. 743, 901. Now we have 901. It's a little tempting. I think I'm going to go with the 901. I like 901 health. And if I have to hit a heal potion, it'll heal us back up and it'll heal us to, you know, full. So I like that. So let's go with that. But that's an interesting take. And it's your way. You can do it whichever way you want. This one's the movement speed. And this one is, what are we getting? Blood and Sand, War Banner. If you wanted more defenses, but it would just double our armor. So, and our armor is going down as we go up in levels. We're at the 64. If we take everything out of here, it would double it. 72. So probably not worth it. Well, it's not, but but the next piece of armor we get at 35 is going to be a real nice big chunk. So it'll be cool. All right, let's keep going. And we're about to do the exciting things. There's level 35, so we technically can ascend right now, but I think we have to find that 6th trial, and then we'll ascend. And that Vol Strike, let's take a quick look at it. It does a regular Molten Strike, but then as you get kills, it builds up a bank of power that you can unleash, and it does craziness. Like, what is that? Chains 18 or 8 times, goes all crazy, just neat stuff. So, yeah, I want to do that. Now, I don't think we can make that, I don't think we can quality this up because it's corrupt. So that would be a downside to it. But that's why I'm leveling up. I'll continue to level up regular Molten Strike as well. But we're going to be switching over to Boneshatter. In fact, we should have been doing that. Let's go find out if we can do that. I didn't intend to skip over that. I just got sidetracked here. So I'll be right back. Also, once we get into this area, I think if we check over here, there's like a little side area, and there might be a crafting thing right here. So it's just hidden. I don't think there's one on this side. It's just the one in here. Cool. Just don't miss that. Or if you do miss it, you can just come back here and pop in and get it. And off to the next stuff. And I just went and double checked. Boneshatter is available right here. We've got to unlock this library area, and then we'll get Boneshatter. Because we can't. That's where it's first unlocked. Or we could buy it. But we'll get it this way. And to make progress, all you have to do is come to the docks, find this sulfite, and bring it back to, I think, Dahlia. Let's see if we have room to pick it up. We probably don't. We'll just drop that. Yeah, it was tight. Ish. Oh, we'll put this here and this here. I bought 3 of these in the Wildwood area, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer somebody these 4 items for a chaos or something. Maybe they'll do it that way. Maybe they'll, you know, because they're worth like maybe 1 or 2 chaos, but if I give them 3 or 4 of them and 1 good one, maybe I can get a deal. So we'll see. And you're just buying that stuff with the stuff that you can find down there, the wisp stuff. Oh, so we got the sulfite, and let's go back to the other area. Holy cow. This was really deadly. This purple chaos stuff really hurts. But it got us down to this much health. I couldn't believe it. It was like in a flash. It was that big purple thing. But it saved us. Our life at being that much actually saved us that time. Pretty cool. And we're just working through this. We're hoping to get this 4,000, but we'll see. Might take a while. We got our first jewel. That's interesting. These can actually be worth quite a bit, actually. We'll pick it up and we're going to identify it right now. And then I'll show you what we can do with it as well. We're going to identify it and let's just see what it's worth. And you just click both of these. And is that the 1%, 7%? And we'll search. Well, only one chaos. Well, we're going to put that aside. And there's a way we can actually make some... we could get ridiculously rich if we got really lucky. We're not going to get a perfectly high tier item rolls on these things, but we can still get somewhat lucky. Pretty cool. And what do we get here and here? A crit ring. Now our crit rate is currently 7%, so 30% increase would not do much to that. Where's our crit rate? Did it move it way down? No, it's right there. 8.7. But what did it do to our damage? Our damage went up. So we'd be giving up what on here? Some rarity. I don't like giving that up, but it's only 8%. And how much more? We get 10% accuracy. Do we need that accuracy? No, not really yet. And then we can actually craft on this. We could probably craft, if there's a suffix open, and there is, we could craft a certain a resist. So we're in good shape there. And mana regen might be an issue, so we could throw that on there. Accuracy, damage is up. We'll give it a shot. We'll just mix it up and have some fun with it. We'll just sell that off and moving on. Ooh, and we got our first card. Now here's the thing. These, we're not going to be able to save up 7 of them and find random ones. It'll fill up our inventory. So what we're going to do is we're going to identify it. Oh my. That's worth a minimum of 3 or 4 chaos. And it can be sold for a lot more than that. Wow. This was actually a good find. It's a support gem, a 73. 1 of 7. Interesting. Hopefully we'll put that in a package and sell... the idea is we'll make a package of things and we'll get a lowball total for it, and then we'll sell it at a cut rate deal for a package of things. So let's say we'll say, hey, will you do 5 chaos for this, and this, and this? And they'll look at it and they'll go, and I say it's worth 20 chaos, and it's only because I don't have the premium things. And we'll see if people will purchase, because that's a pretty good item actually. I didn't expect that. And if you're by the guy, I just found this guy, and if you don't want anybody around, just go ahead and wander into here, try to set off that thing, and then nothing more will spawn. No more mobs will spawn, at least. We'll just grab this to maybe spend it if we have to or can. It used to be but prior to the last patch, that mobs would still spawn. Now, if it's already spawned, it'll still come around. So you got to be a little careful. Let's see what he sells. And his specialization was what? The Warlock one. Okay. We don't want to do it, though. And purchase. And we're just going to see what these things are worth. There might be a good one in there. I doubt it, though. Sometimes you find a really good one. A turtle. Look at that thing. It's pretty cool. What does it do? Buffs owner with a boon. Okay. We don't have the space for it, and I doubt I can package that up. And look how many spots it takes. That's a no-go for us. It'd have to be worth a lot. Let's just wander off into the darkness, and it zaps us out of there. Pretty cool. So now we've gone to Dahlia, turned in that. She gave us the Telk, and I could go... I mean, we've got 1,900. I'll go do it, and I'll come right back. That's a lot of rarity. Wonder what this is worth. I mean, if we found 5 of them, there's an outside chance that we could. But let's see if we just were to sell it, just a chaos. We might put that in as the package deal and find somebody that's interested in a odd package of items. They'll look at it and they'll be like, oh, if somebody's quick at it, they'll recognize that that's worth something. And they could get 20 chaos out of that if they had 2 or 3 or maybe a 4 in their inventory. There's a stash tab that holds these for you. We don't have that. But if they had 4 of them, well, and this was part of a good deal, this would make a 5th. They turn it in, all of a sudden they can get 20 chaos. So pretty cool. But again, it's a bit of a stretch. We'll see if we get any takers on our oddball offers here. Okay, so we did find this, and it's 421, and look at it's got red, red, and a red, so it doesn't matter because these don't need to be linked. So this is okay. This is until we're about to get an upgrade anyways. But so we'll sell this one. This one doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Unidentified. Okay, fine. And cool. So now that gets us down to that. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Get rid of that guild thing. I'm just going to toss that on the ground. We're already being wasteful. This. Now, when you get a little richer, you can actually spend some of these on this to re-roll it. We found out that this was not worth anything. This, if you know, those two things. But we could re-roll it, and we could also augment it. So we're going to take this. We shouldn't be spending this, so we're only going to spend a few, just to mess around. And once, increased energy, no. That's a bad one. No, that's a bad one. Now the thing is, this is a low and we'll only do one more. Increase cast speed, mine 3. Okay, so across the board, it's going to be difficult until we get a higher level to unlock a better mod pool for this to roll from. But that's the idea. You're going to roll these. You're going to keep them as magic because there's a jewel at the end. It's an adorned jewel that really ups it amplifies these jewels by 250%. Max, a good 230%. It's pretty cool. So we don't need to augment it, and we'll just sell this one off. But this one, I think we're going to be using this for sure. And okay, we're in good shape. Let's just replace it. Now, right away, if we replace this, let's take a look at what it does to our, we'll go like this just to make sure to unequip those things. And our armor is 680, and now our armor is 1400, 75%. Oh, and sorry, it's getting doubled because of that. 66%. Not bad. And we can just go like that, and then we can rebuff. We'll put this steel skin back where it's supposed to go, take that off of there, and we're going to sell these two items. Pretty cool. And we're going to upgrade this shortly anyways, but it's there just in case. All right, let's keep going. Let's go turn in. Oh, we're going to save these. So the idea is right now is to have a bulk trade for somebody that wants to do something cool. And so we'll take these things out. We're not going to use them, but they might. Would we use this one? I don't think so. No. But somebody else might. I don't know why. The damage penetrates 8%. That might be cool. And the all damage can ignite. Okay. That's not worth that much, but somebody might buy it for 1 chaos if I bundle it with everything. So we're going to have a bundle tab here. And this is what we're going to have to offer somebody for chaos. And we'll see what kind of offers we can build up with that. If you're on this tab, you can go like this. We can right click and we can say this one is going to have an affinity for currency. And then we just say check. So now if we're over here and I hold Control Shift, it'll still put it in that tab. Pretty cool. Alrighty, let's go find out the next thing to do. And just go like this, and I think we got to go right back in here and use the talc to open up the thing and get a crafting recipe right on the other side of the door here. So it's just right around the corner, and right here. You walk in, grab this crafting recipe. What is it? Physical damage, pretty cool. And we're gonna go in here, and we should go do the crafting on our gear too. Oh, I didn't want to go back in there. I wanted to walk right to the side of it, right there. Let's go to our hideout, and we're going to craft on. We're going to replace this very, very shortly. But whatever. Let's see. Defenses. I don't know. Fire. No big deal. We'll throw. It's only a transmute. Those are cheap. Crafted on there. Fire it is. And we had one of this thing. Looks like that. And which one could we do? 66. It doesn't really matter. We'll do lightning. Or we could do intelligence. I think we're fine with this. Oh, sorry. Lightning. Done. And now our defenses are, well, let's put this back on. And this back on here. And this off of there. I wish that would stick, but they haven't fixed that. I don't know how many people actually use left click that, but yeah, it's cool to have. I hope they don't fix it and disallow that. Okay, we're in good shape. Our defenses are now at, well, that's pretty good. Almost a 75. And we'll keep going. I want to unlock the 6th trial so that we can do the ascendancy. So we'll be right back. And where do I go next? Right in there. Oh, and General Gravicius is right up here. Straight this way. And he's going to be sitting here. And he's got fire damage. I'm glad we put fire damage on that. Let's drop a totem right in the middle of him. He drops things from the sky, so be a little careful here, guys. But we're going to hit him down. Oh my god, we just destroyed him. Ooh, we got an iron mask. We're probably not going to use, yeesh. Meteors. You can get killed by them afterwards. Iron mask. It's got to beat Onslaught, which has permanent attack speed, movement. It's a lot to beat. But you never know. We'll take a look at it. Ooh, this is kind of cool, but it doesn't matter that it's 4-linked because we're not using the links. Now we might switch over to this, so if this is a good one, we'll keep it. But let's see what it is. It doesn't look good. No, it's not that good. But what does this one do? Strength, lightning resistance, spells have a 20% chance to deal double damage, and blood magic. Blood magic removes all mana, 10% more life, skill, so we'd have no mana. That would be bad. Unless there's a way you can do it where you don't use mana at all, but that's cool. Skills cost life instead of mana. And mana skills reserve life instead of mana. So it moves everything over here, and then, yikes. How much is this worth? Probably nothing. 1 chaos? Yeah. We'll just sell both these. Cool. We got that quest done, and we got to turn it in, but then let's go to the next area. Oh, geez, it dropped a bunch of mirrored items on the ground here. Identical. Unidentified, okay. Those are just, we'll just ID them and sell them. Cool. I do miss my leap slam for, quick jump ups, but we'll get it back soon. Because it's not easy to just weapon swap. I could make it just the Z key for a weapon swap. I might do that. And then I could just weapon swap jump instead of shift Z. But I don't want to do accidental weapon swaps, so it's a little bit of a yikes. We'll get it fixed. Cool. We just found this belt. We'll throw it on. We can craft on it in a second or later or whatever. Pretty cool. And we'll identify that and that and that. Oh gosh. All these things. And away we go. Sometimes you'll hear the sound if you have the item filter from Neversync or from filterblade.xyz, and I heard the sound go clunk clunk, and it was behind me. My wolves they got a regal orc. That's actually it upgrades a magic item to a rare, so that's actually pretty cool. It's handy to have just in case. I don't use them too often, but they have their uses, and we might be able to sell them for something. How much are they worth? Let's see. For regal in chaos, maybe 1-to-1 ish. Nice. He's gonna sell one of the rewards here, and oddly enough, I'll probably take Cyclone. It's somewhat similar to a build that we'll have anyways, and it's nice down in Delve. So let's take that. And can we start leveling that one up? No, we don't have a green slot over there open. So I'm looking for a red, green. Maybe he'll sell us one. Let's see. Red, green. No, and no. Cool. We'll just put it over here, and we have Cyclone as an interesting item to maybe work on. This we're going to put right there. I don't really need the mana issues at all. These are quality items. Let's just go like that. And we're, you know, trying to keep things serious, you know, in good shape here. Not saving stuff. And let's go grab this, and we'll be right back. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I got the wrong items. Dangerous. I wonder how many people die in hardcore because they go out and they get back there and they've got their wrong weapon set up and they're trying to save themselves, but nope. Probably happens quite a bit. This item is probably not going to be... We'll ID all of them because we're going to sell them anyways. But this item is only worth like a chaos or less. So we're just gonna vendor it. But we'll get some alchemy shards out of it, and it's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to ignore more creatures because I just want to get to the part where we want to go. Let's see if we can hop up here. Swap weapon, swap back. Because I'm level, what are we, level 36, and we're in a 29 area. It's not the end of the world, but you know, going down in the Wisp area, you're hunting and you keep on gaining levels, which is cool, but you want to be moving ahead and making more progress. So stopping to fight these aren't as efficient as what we should be doing. And that's not there. It's actually up there. See how that moves? It's showing there. That's a little bit of a glitch. And this map's a little weird in general. I mean, we're looking at it and it says we want to go there next, but you'd think, okay, it's up that way, but it's actually, in this case, it was over here. Just weird. And there should be a waypoint and a trial. So we're going to do a couple things in here. The trial is always going to be up in the top right area over here. You just got to watch out for those porcupines too, because they spit out a lot of thorns. It's going to be over this way. There it is. And all you have to do for this one is open the door, walk in, maybe use a sprint, and there's a crafting recipe, so don't miss that. We're going to go back in and grab it right over here. Nice. And it's all attributes plus the tier rank 1 of that. And then we got to go get this Chittis Plum. That's just a side quest. It's optional, but I usually try to do them all. Oh, it's right here. Nice. Oh, these guys are going to poke out a lot of those things, but we've got a lot of armor. We're in good shape. If you don't have armor, you're going to get crushed by those things. They hit a pretty hard. Or there's so many of them. It's pretty tough. And then there's going to be the library is over that way, and the way forward is over this way. But we're just going to go back to town and go do the next thing. So we just found this onslaught thing, reduced effect. That's actually bad. We'd have to re-roll it, but it's got a quality of 16. That is really, really good. The only downside is the item level on it is low. Yeah, it's not good. We'd re-roll it, but the effects that we'd be getting are not so good. I'm going to hang on to this. We might be able to utilize it and turn it into an auto-used item so that we could get out of this helm and into a new one. So let's hang on to that. That's actually a really good item, and it's really good that it has that 16% because it's only going to require 4. It's still going to require 4 baubles to get up to 20%. But we don't have to have it at 20%. It could be at 16%. So we're going to save this one. This is a valuable item, and we'll put it in our valuable items tab. Now this stuff up here is our deal making tab, or it's our valuable item / deal making tab. And we'll move this just like that. There we go. So that's a valuable item, and this is valuable. These together, I mean, if you were to sell them, you could probably sell it for maybe 2 and then 4, maybe 6 chaos if you had the premium tabs. And we're just going to control shift those into our currency. And what is this? Lightning strike. We don't want that. And we should have sold that. Just like that. And we've got the Chittis Plum, which is for the guy in the dock. I forget his name. I shouldn't. I've done the quest a few times. And let's go to him. Let's go to him and do that. Can we do anything on our belt? We can. We might as well. And now we can do our ascendancy too. Okay, the belt. Let's see what we can do to it. Increased elemental attacks with damage, and it's 6 of those. And we're doing that, but here's the thing. We're going to be switching over to Boneshatter. And that's not going to be doing elemental. So no on that. Let's take a look at our defenses. 66. Like fire or cold. We'll do fire. Cool. Done. And now we're capped on that one. Nice. And let's go to the dock. Where's the dock? Right here. We'll turn that in. He just gives us an item. Ring, and this is the ring. So, ooh, rarity. Let's try that. And comparing it, no damage, some regen, some fire resist, and some life. Yeah, we'd be dropping, how much damage would we be dropping for this? 270, and we'd go down, it's 100. I don't want to deal with that for that. Let's see. And then our life would go up a little bit. It's not worth it. Regen, we could craft on it. We'd be losing the lightning. We'd have to recraft the lightning, so nah. It's close, but that's how I judge it. And we'll go from there. Let's do, I think we're ready for it. We're not going to spend our points. We're not really sure which way we're going to go with those yet. And we don't really need them. So let's go do the ascendancy. All the things are lit up. We've done them all. If not, you just find out, hey, it'll say, go to Act 2 area name and go in there, find the trial, do the trial, and you're good to go. Now we've unlocked this. Now, if you're here, you can just go to the trials just like this. And you're going to do each trial once, but you can do them multiple times, but once to unlock it. And 33, we're good to go. And let's activate it. Down here, it's going to cost one of these to get in, but all these are free to get in once you meet the requirements. We meet the requirements, we're going to go in. If you die in here, you get sent back to the front. So don't die. So I've got my A and Q keys, my fingers hovering over both, kind of, sort of. And we're going to go. And usually you want to go to the right. And we're just looking for you got to fight them 3 times. A third, and the final third. I shouldn't be opening these things because they can have bad traps inside them. The thing is, when I get in here, we'll take that leather belt. The leather belt, let's just go use one of these on it. Let's see. Belt, increase flask recovery rate. Sure, why not? We're just having fun with that. We compare it. Nope. And no. We'll just sell that. And away we go. Not that way, though. Usually it's like right around here and then to the right. Usually. We'll sprint. Come on. Oh, I don't have my jump. I definitely would like my leap slam back sooner than later. I do miss it. Even though it doesn't, I'm not going to tie it to faster attacks. But this is the way forward. Here we go. We're about to fight Azaro, the first big, serious, actual boss. And let's do it. If you don't have room, you can always drop stuff off in your stash before you go in to fight them. And we've unlocked all resistances. Very cool. All right. Here we go, guys. We'll turn the map off to make it a little more clear. And drop that down, move around a little bit, and just unleash. We should be strong enough to be able to tank some of those big hits. I kind of want to just stand still and see if we can tank one. Oh, no, we got him on the first stage, so that was it. That was pretty easy. And we're over-leveled by, I would say, well, 2 or 3 levels for this, but not much. You got to be 33 to get in here, so. But we're strong. We're very strong. I like it. Don't get poked by the things that come up out of the ground. Put the map back on, and I'm going to try the... no, I'm going to the right. Let's go to the right. And I don't want to do puzzles in here and traps and do all kinds of weird things. I just want to get to the end. So it looks like a puzzle thing. I don't want to do this, so I'm going to avoid it. Try to keep going further up and to the right in general, but sometimes it's not that way. Come on, let's see if you drop anything cool. Something. We got plenty of room. And what is this one? And as you're outside the door, it'll show you what the way you're going, kind of. We don't want to go that way. We want to go further ahead, so I'm skipping that one. And there's other things. There's some reasons why, you know, for certain loot you want to go that way, so it's not that way. Maybe over... It could be this way. It's doubtful. It's probably through that other way, but... Whoa, heal up, heal up, heal up. There it is. Nice. Okay, and this should be... There he is again. So now, instead of going down here and up here, we just go straight to him. This is the easiest trial as far as, you know, navigating your way here to him. We'll keep doing that. If need be, you could always use like a dump tab. This is the stuff that people gave me that were just nice to me that I'm not spending. I'm just throwing it over there. If you've been watching the series, somebody gave us 100, somebody gave us 40. And I haven't spent them. I just put them over here. These are the... I mean, I did a trade for them, and all of a sudden they gave me 100 instead of 3. This guy gave me 40 instead of 2. And they just felt sorry for me, I guess, because I didn't have any chaos. I wasn't begging them. They were like, "You need chaos?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I'm doing the 6 chromatics for 1 trade." And they're like, "Here." And I'm like, "No." And then, yeah, well, you see, you've seen it. It was in the videos, and I'm not spending any of that stuff. That'll be sitting there at the end of the series, or as we go into maps or whatever. Let's drop this down. We might spend it a bit, you know, further in just for fun, but we're not going to... The whole goal is to see how well we can do getting there. Oh, wow, we can take all these guys out. Smooth and easy. Yeah, the idea is not to have, you know, really silly help like that to make it fair, but then how well can we do with a free-to-play account? And I think we can do really well. We'll see, though. There's going to be some... Not having the ability to sell things in bulk is going to be very tricky. Very tricky indeed. I'll have to find, like, buyers. But I think I could do it. It just takes some ingenuity. Oh, wow. I don't like that. I don't like this. Oh, I'm stuck here. I was looking at the map down there. Oh... But this is a short maze. We got to the first fight and second fight stages very quickly. Oh, we're going to be... We should get another level. That'd be nice. Oh, nice. And a regret orb. That is so cool. But if you run out of space, we can just put them in one of our tabs. We'll try to keep at least one tab open. So we have to go either that way or that way. This way is fine. One's not necessarily better than the other, I don't think. And we'll level up these gems that are leveling in the back. One of them is, I think. And oh, we shouldn't open this. Let's be careful and open it. We'll drop that down and run away from it. Explodes. No, I got frozen. Oh, that was scary. Shouldn't have been that scary. I got frozen and then it said explodes. Now you can ID those first and then you could, you know, get a little heads up on what it's going to do. Oy. We're going to become immune to frozen. We're going to become immune to stuns. We're going to be... the whole goal is to make things life easy. So we're going to be immune to a lot of stuff. I don't think we can take this buff into the Sorrow fight because it switches zones on us. Is it this way? I didn't want to go with all those switches over there, so I wanted to stay away from those. I want to stay away from those. Come on, where's just the way forward without a bunch of puzzles? Sometimes you just got to do the puzzles, though. And maybe this way? It's nice to have Leap Slam in here, too. You can jump over pits and things, and... Is this it? Oh, and a chain belt. We'll look at that, too. Cool. Might be something cool. I suspect... Oh, come on. Come on. Knock this guy down. We'll grab that, and here we go. Before we go in there, I'm going to drop this off in all this other stuff in here. And that too. This will ID. Ooh, we got a Gem Cutter's Prism. Chain of Endurance. 42. What is this compared to ours? This has more life. It has some energy shield on it. Increased stun and block recovery. If we do get stunned, at 50% increased recovery time. Reflects some physical damage back onto the attackers. Regenerates 2% of our life per second for each different ailment affecting you. Well, I don't have any. Usually I don't have anything on me. So this is just better. The life is lower. It's sort of better. It's interesting. The reflect. It's kind of a funny item. It's not probably really not worth anything. No, we're just going to vendor it. And vendor, and we'll put this stuff away. So this we're going to vendor. Well, we're going to... Oh my gosh, look how low we are. We're going to have to sell these too. Okay, let's do the fight, guys. The third stage. It's usually the hardest stage because there's going to be extra traps around. But we're just basically face tanking this guy. We have 9 points to spend. We won't spend them yet. We'll probably do that next episode. And then we're going to just knock this guy down here. Come on. Oh, he hit us. I used a healing potion just in case. I didn't want to... We were able to tank that. We got 3 treasure keys. Very cool. Just make sure you hit those guys before you start looting. And here's our loot explosion. We'll try to take the smaller items in size-ish. A wand, a scepter, a quartz, a circlet, and I guess we'll take whatever else. And let's dive in here. The first thing you want to do is lock in your ascendancy. Because if you get disconnected, you got to start all over. So, we're looking at this, and we're going to go with Slayer. We just did a Slayer before, but it's really impressive. You could look over these separately, and like PoE.planner, you could go there and pick Duelist, and then you could look at these and figure out what you want to do if you feel comfortable with it, but I'm just going to go this way. We're going to do that, and we're going to ascend. Now we get to spend 2 points on these really powerful things. And I've done it a couple different ways. I've done this way where we start off with some life leech. I didn't like that way that much. So I don't want to do this one either. I'm probably going to go either here for the extra damage, extra accuracy, and the deal 5% increased area of effect per enemy killed recently, up to 50%. That's a lot of area of effect. And it's noticeable when we start killing lots of creatures in big packs. I like that one for clearing, not for map. For bosses, it's not that, it's not good. But this takes care of our accuracy issues for a while too. And it adds AoE, and deal 15% more melee damage based on proximity. We're going to be hitting stuff that is close to us. So we're in good shape there. We could do this one. That adds crit stuff and a little bit of protection from crits. And then this one is just flat out damage. And we can't take reflected damage. In maps, that's very handy. So we're going to go with this one. And we're going to have some fun with it. Apply. Let's see if, was that an issue yet? No, we're still not there. We won't have to address accuracy for quite a while yet. Nice. Next step. We'll open these last. All right. This is a really cool thing. We could, if you get something that says transform skill gem into a random transfigured gem, we don't want to use our same one, our Molten Strike. But if it said transform it into the transformed version of that same gem, that would be pretty cool to do. So we have a choice here. We could do the 3% quality to our Molten Strike, which is probably what we're going to do, because it costs a lot to get it up to 20% quality. And but here's the thing: we're switching over to Boneshatter, so we'll probably won't do that. We will be using faster attacks. We will be using faster attacks that I know for sure. Ancestral Protector technically will be using, so that could be there. Or we could skip the 3% quality and just go for a random transfigured gem. And what we'd do is we'd take one of our gems that we have. Let's see which one. We've got Chance to Bleed, Ancestral Call Support, or Sniper's Mark with 6%. Interesting. Cyclone. Let's do this one with the 6% and see what we get. Otherwise, I would go with Ancestral Protection, 3%. And does it show what quality would do? Additional effects from quality is just some added strike range for this particular item. So it's something, but it's not the end of the world. So we're going to have some more fun by going like this. We might hit something really lucky. Maybe. If I had a gem sitting here that was worth 20%, and then I use this, and we got lucky on the rolls, because you have 3 items to pick from, and we're going to research it to figure out which one we should choose. Let's do it. We could hit something really expensive, like 3 divines or something. Okay. We have mirror arrows of prismatic clones, and you can't do the F1 on them, or the price check. We'd have to do it manually. So I might do these each manually, and I'll be right back. Okay, I found... One second. Okay, when I search for these, I just use the tilde key and I type in like Tor SH CL, and it finds it, and I don't have to type out the full name. This one is probably worth 5 to 10 chaos. This one less than 5 and less than 5. And I even put the quality in there too. But this is kind of interesting. If I ever want to do that, I would like to have this on this account. Tornado Shot is a pretty cool thing to do. Everybody, it's like a meta. So I'm just going to choose that. And again, I'm not trying to save things because we don't have much space. So it's a little, but I'll take it. And I might even put that in our part of our deal bin. So let's go put it as part of our deal maker thing right here. And that might set somebody over the top. So if I say, hey, if I get like 2 or 3 cool things here, and I say, hey, will you take all this for 3 chaos? And I put a bunch of stuff in there, and they say yes. If they see that Tornado Shot, they might say yes, because they know Tornado Shot's pretty good. And you might even get 10 chaos for this. But cool. All right. And let's go over to this tab. We'll just dump all this in here. This is our dump tab. Turned into our dump tab, and we have the 3 keys to look at. So let's do that one, and that one, and this one. Ooh, armor scraps. This right here essentially is 4 whetstones, which turns into nearly 1 glass bauble. Oh, right there. That's enough for 1 glass bauble, which is 2 chaos. So that dropped 2 chaos worth of loot right there. And then all this stuff is nice too. So we got 2 chaos. And we can literally trade for that. And then we'll just go like that, and that, and that. So that's beautiful. So we got that done. All 3 things are done. And we can go back to town. Does it go to town? Let's see. I think it does. Very cool. All that's done. The work I have to do now is I want a bunch of, I'm just going to sell these 7.
How you doing?
Are these 4 wisdom scrolls? I need a bunch of them because we got a bunch to ID. I'm going to sell off all that junk. And now we have ascended. And we have this. The next episode, I'm going to be going through and getting, what do you call it? Boneshatter. We've got to get that. And it's right up through here. We got to get into the library and just smashing things. We'll be able to get that no problem. So I look forward to it. And let's take that off. We'll zoom in. We're doing well. It's easy. There's nothing difficult. We're having fun. And I'm eager to, get further into this. So let's do it. Have a good one and enjoy. Pretty cool.